Christ, what now? Huh? Did I imagine?
Who's there?
Bless me. Body of Christ, heal
You
me.
best move along.
Blood of Christ, quench
There's a lot
my
of you here.
thirst. Water from the
Which one of
side
you is
Christ,
Elijah?
Wash.
Psst. Keep your voice down. Elijah.
Greetings, lad. What brings you here?
I need to speak with Elijah. Do you know what's up with him?
Try the cellar. I caught sight of him sneaking down there this morning.
If you saw him, he didn't sneak all that well, did he?
Exactly. He made quite a racket doing it. Till we meet again.
Psst. Keep your voice down. Elijah isn't here.
Christ almighty, don't talk to me.
He's blind drunk. He can barely speak. Is there something in the kitchen for a hangover?
Oh, someone's been sneaking a sip of the monastery wine?
It's not for me.
Aha. And who is it for then, eh?
It's for one of the sick in the infirmary.
I deliver the infirmary's rations exactly as instructed by Master Zacharias, and he didn't ask for any alcohol, so how did someone get drunk there?
Well, he got drunk on fever potions, and diarrhea potions, and for constipation. You can imagine what he looks like now.
Ugh. So, broth?
It's probably all he can keep down, anyway.
All right. But just this once and never again, understood? One bowl, no more. The rest is for Sir Ludolf's men.
Are you with me? I've got something to perk you up a bit.
What is it? Schnapps?
No more schnapps. You ought to eat something, too.
That's the stuff.
So, feeling any better?
Better? I wish. Oh, it's all coming back to me.
That's good. I need to know what happened during the night.
I don't want to talk about it. Don't make me.
I get it. You don't want to remember. I've seen some nasty things too. But sometimes it helps to talk to someone. It's definitely better than drowning your wits in schnapps.
Well, all right. What do you want to know?
How did you even notice the fire? What were you doing outside?
I couldn't sleep, so I went for a walk. It was just chance.
Like you said, it's lucky you were there.
Hardly. If I hadn't known, at least I would have slept in peace.
Did you see anyone else at the fire?
No. Just the dog was there.
The dog?
That's how I noticed the fire. The dog was darting about, barking like mad, so I thought there was someone inside. Someone alive.
When you dragged out those two bodies, what did you do then?
While I was pulling out the second one, other people had noticed the fire. One of the knights grabbed me and started yelling that I was the arsonist. Luckily, he saw the bodies and how I was covered in, well, the same filth they were. Then the people from the monastery came. They sent me away and took the bodies off somewhere. I don't know what happened after that.
I need to ask about the dead, too. Did you notice anything odd about them?
I couldn't see much. It was as dark as a sinner's soul. But they were soaked. Soaked to the bone. And also, how to say it? Filthy. Both of them.
Filthy from what?
From shit.
Right. That can happen after death.
No, I mean they were completely covered in it. Like someone had dunked them in it. Oh.
Are you sure they were already dead when you pulled them out?
Aye.
And may I ask how you knew?
When I carried them out, I thought I'd roast alive in seconds. But they were cold as ice. And one of them was already stiff as a board. When I laid him down, he just crunched. Oh.
Do you have any idea who those two were?
I've no idea. It was dark. I couldn't see their faces. Thank God. As it is, I'll be dreaming about this for a long time.
Thanks. I'll leave you be now.
Wait, I have no idea what to do with myself. I thought I'd finally do something right for once in my life. And how did I end up? Covered in shit, face burned, and humiliated. I'd rather never step outside the door again.
What are you on about? You acted like a hero.
Hardly. I'm a coward and a drunk.
Who ran into the flames to save his fellow man.
Aye. And what did it get me?
If not for you, they'd have burned to ash and wouldn't even have a decent burial. This way they can pass on with dignity. So stop feeling sorry for yourself and be a bit proud, all right?
Right. Thanks. Hey, look, I haven't told anyone, but I found this key during the night. I've no idea whose it is, but maybe you'll find it useful.
Thanks.
What's that sound?
Right then. Where to begin? I'll start with the younger one. Muscles stiff, but the body looks supple. What's that in his hair? It's all clumped together. Looks like flour, or maybe lime. Blech. Yeah, it's flour. Ugh. Ugh. Better mind my fingers. Ugh. He retched his guts out before dying. That suggests infection. Bruising, some dried blood, but no broken bones. He's young, but his hands are a mess. Covered in scars, nails broken, looks like hard labor. And 2 workers did go missing. That can't be a coincidence. Those bruises are odd. Regular. Almost perfectly circular. Did someone beat him with something round? That's odd. I don't see anything odd here. Ribs intact, belly soft. No sign of violent death. Just his back and hips are badly scraped. No blood. Like he was dragged over gravel after he died. A few old scars, gravel embedded in both knees, and blood around the groin. Barely dried. Could it have leaked out after death? Mixed with bowel contents. Bloody diarrhea. Like with the infection. Now for the older one. Pale, sunken eyes, missing some teeth, though that might just be age. But that hole in his head is someone's doing. Small, round, clean. Maybe from an arrow? Hard to say. Completely stiff. Ugh. Clenched tight. Like he was ready for a fight. Skin's badly scratched. And there's a thorn stuck here. Looks like from a rose. Stiff as a board. But no broken bones. Back and shoulders all scratched up. Like he was dragged through brambles. And around his neck and chest he's got red blotches on the skin. Those blotches look familiar. They're a bit like the ones on that old confessor. Looks like this poor wretch caught the same thing. Knees are scraped and scarred. He must have worked hard in his life. Well, what's clear is they didn't die in that burning hut. More likely, they succumbed to the infection spreading in the monastery. The symptoms match perfectly. And those strange injuries, I've never seen anything quite like it. It might have helped finish them off. Someone must have hauled the bodies into that shed. And it left marks on them. It might be possible to trace where they came from. Let's speak to Albic about it.
We're under quarantine. Did you hear?
It seems I've got a bit lost. Just take me away.
Come on, then. And be more careful next time.
I've examined the bodies that were found.
And? Tell me, what did you see? Anything unusual?
Benedict was right. They really did show signs of the disease.
I'm glad we can be certain now. But it's hardly good news,
Why'd you say that?
because it means we still don't know how many others are infected. There could be another source of infection we don't even know about.
When I spoke with some of the labourers around the church, they said 2 of their own had gone missing. I think these are them.
How do you know?
During the examination, I noticed calluses, broken nails, and gravel embedded in their knees.
That does line up. Although the hard labor could have also been done by hired hands, or even some of the lay brothers.
Aye, you're probably right. Both had badly scraped backs, but hardly any blood. Someone must have dragged them there after death.
And not very gently by the looks of it.
The younger one had flour in his hair.
Flour?
Yeah. It got damp and formed a sort of crust. But I'm sure it was flour.
Are you sure? I mean, it might have been lime or chalk.
Well, it tasted like flour.
You tasted it? What in God's name were you thinking? Honestly. Never mind. It's done now. Besides, the flour store's near that shed where they found the bodies. It might be worth taking a look.
They were found together, but I reckon they didn't die at the same time.
What makes you think that?
The young one had a stiff neck and limbs, but his body was still supple. So I'd say he died not long before the fire. But the old one was completely rigid. Chest and belly, too. So he must have been dead much longer.
Yes. Rigor mortis sets in gradually and fades away the same. And if they really were infected, the younger one's body could have fought off death a bit longer.
Something struck me as odd, but I couldn't find a clear cause or source.
Maybe we'll figure it out together. Go on.
The younger one had circular bruises and scars on his arms.
Did it look like signs of violence? You've more experience with that than I do.
Not really. The bruises were perfectly round, and the scars always dead center.
Ah. Then it's likely the result of wet cupping.
Is that some kind of treatment?
It's like bloodletting, but the wound is covered with a flame-heated cup. The heat helps draw blood from the body. That's what leaves the round bruise.
The older one had a hole in his skull, right into the bone.
A hole? Where exactly?
Just above the ear, maybe a bit further back. It was small, narrow, and round, like from an arrow, but there was no dirt or sign of a tip.
Did it look more like it was drilled?
Could be.
Looks like someone tried trepanning the skull.
Trepanning?
It's a way to relieve seizures or excruciating headaches, but it's dangerous. No layman should ever attempt it.
The younger one was bloody, mostly on the thighs and groin.
Well, that fits with post-mortem release of the bowels. But if blood was present, that's further proof of disease.
The older of them had thorns stuck in his skin. It must have happened while someone was dragging him to the shed.
That'd fit with rosehip, sloes, or black chokeberry. But none of those grow here in the monastery.
What about roses?
Possibly. You do see one here and there, but I've not seen any big enough to cause that much damage.
That's probably everything.
Right. Hopefully you'll soon find out how they ended up in that shed.
You know how I mentioned those spikes? By all the saints, look, knock it off, will you?
What do you want?
Not much left of the shed. Elijah had more luck than sense. Wine? Could Elijah have lost it here? A torch? Damn, this wasn't an accident. Someone torched the shed to cover their tracks. At least this grill is here. Rough cloth, badly charred, and bits of leather. Probably used as knee protection for work. Oil. It burns like the devil. No wonder there's barely anything left of the shed. Overturned sacks, soaked ground, so that's why the dead man had flour in his hair.
pissing down again.
That's one deep rut. Whoever dragged them, the poor wretches gave him a rough time. Now I get what Elijah was talking about. Ugh. Whoa. That's disgusting. But there's no other way. A cart and rose bushes. If he dragged them through the ditch, no wonder they were in such a state. Wheel tracks. Headed that way towards the gate. Locked, damn it. The tracks are clear. That cart was bloody heavy. The cart tracks lead to the herbalists. Maybe Rakim knows more. Poor beast. Who did this to you? What in damnation is going on there?
You said they were better. Were you lying or just that stupid?
They took a turn for the worse. It came out of nowhere, and there was no saving them.
And those books I got for you. You've half the monastery's library in here. Did you even bother looking at them?
I read every one, but I told you 100 times, I am not a physician. I don't know what you all expected from me.
You were supposed to use your head, damn it. Now everyone and their dog is sniffing around here.
I couldn't just...
I thought I made myself clear. They stay here, you don't leave, and nobody must know a thing.
But what was I supposed to do? Your master...
Provided you with everything you needed, and paid you generously. Or am I wrong? What about that fire? Were you just covering your ass, or planning to rat on us too?
They were infected. For the sake of everyone in the monastery, I did what had to be done.
Doing what has to be done. For everyone's sake. Dennis! You're in for an ass-kicking, you piece of shit! Is it really worth it to you? You won't save Albik anyway. Jesus Christ! You just had to go snooping, eh?
Did you?
He's gone. Hold on. I'll fetch help.
Don't trouble yourself, son. But please, stay.
No. No, I'll run for Albik.
Pray with me. The Lord will soon welcome me.
All right. But I need to ask you something first.
Yes.
Why did you set the shed alight? Were you trying to get rid of the bodies?
Get rid of them? No. But should they rot under my roof? I only hoped the fire would consume them, and that'd be the end of it.
Did you try to treat those poor souls yourself?
I did my best. On the orders of Master Zacharias, I tried everything, even against their will, but either the sickness had advanced too far, or I simply lacked the knowledge.
All right. And now the prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Oh, Christ above. Go with God. Amen.
To your health, my friend. Hopefully the worst is behind us.
May not a drop go to waste.
You rats! Hey! Henry! It was his fault those two died. He was the first to know about the epidemic, and he tried to keep everything hushed up. He blackmailed the herbalist to hide them and treat them at his place. And when those bodies were found, what did he do? He sent that lackey of his to get rid of him.
Joachim is
dead. And that Dinesh of yours too. So now you kill me. Give me just one more reason. Albik, what is it?
If I were you, I'd hold back a while. For everyone's sake.
You poisoned him? Why?
Calm down. He's still breathing.
What do you mean, still?
Whether he survives is up to you, and whether you're finally willing to cooperate.
I thought you and Albert were friends. He never did anything to deserve this.
Albert may not realize it, but half his shining reputation is thanks to me. Next to someone young and inexperienced, it's easy to look like a master. You saw it yourself. Even the Right Reverend didn't trust me. Me, royal physician to King Sigismund. But once Master Albert showed up, suddenly everything was different. And all he had to do was repeat the same things I'd already said.
So you only pretended to be his friend? All the while you looked down on him? You're mad. You want me to help you? Now, after all this?
If you're looking for someone to blame, try yourself. None of this would have happened if you hadn't kept getting in my way.
Don't try that on me. Speak, traitor. What do you want from me?
I want Albert's closely guarded records on the treatment of King Wenceslas.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb. Albert spent a lot of time with him. I want to know what he wrote down.
So, it was you who turned our chamber upside down?
Me? No, that was Dinesh.
You swine. Albert confided in you that he had them, and you poisoned him so that...
I was hoping to frighten him. Maybe he'd give them to me for safekeeping. But the mad old fool went and hid them somewhere. So I need you to find them.
And if I bring you the records, you'll give me the antidote?
Not so fast. There's one more thing. Something King Sigismund himself would greatly value. Apparently, somewhere in this monastery, there's a relic from the Holy Land, brought here years ago by a knight.
And that's what those workers were after. But they failed.
Morons.
You mean the relic of the knight Boleslav Bavor?
So you've already found it? I might have known. Those idiots searched wherever they could, and all they managed was to open those plague-ridden graves. And where is it now?
I'd say it's with the abbot. And he's not likely to hand it over just like that. It's a holy relic, after all.
You gave it to him. 1,000 Babylonian whores. Either way, if you want Albert to survive, you'll bring it to me. And I don't care how you do it. Once you've got the relic and the records, come to the church. We'll meet there. And one last piece of advice. Hurry. The substance acts slowly, but the longer you make Albert wait, the worse the consequences.
And what's to stop me grabbing you by the neck, beating the antidote out of you, and dragging you to the abbot?
The fact I'm not a fool. I haven't got the antidote on me. So we can go to the abbot and spend hours blaming each other. Meanwhile, Albert will die right here on the cold ground in a puddle of his own vomit. If he's to survive, we do this my way. Do we understand each other?
Absolutely.
That's how it should be.